For those of you who manage the attendance within schools and get set up all the terms and the term dates and everything else, these changes are going to be life changing. They're going to save you so much time. So I'm going to go to the attendance period settings, which is a page that you're probably used to. You won't have seen this view before, but you will have been used to this one, where you'll have all your attendance periods listed. In the old way, you would have had to go in, set up each of the sessions, like the morning and the afternoon, then apply them to the calendar, and then assign the groups to the sessions and all those kind of things. That all changes using term dates. So in essence, just take you through this one. This is this current academic year, so 24-25, when I'm filming this video. It's already set up, and I've got an autumn, spring, and a summer term. And within each, I'm going to separate out my attendance, as a lot of schools do, maybe nursery because there's less requirement for obligatory attendance, and main school separate. So they've got separate data for your attendance percentages and things like that. You can have as many attendance sets. These are called attendance sets against each term as you wish. So if you wanted to break it into upper school and lower school, for example, you're free to do that. In my case, I'm just splitting each one into nursery and main school. So you'll see I've got an autumn term with term date set, spring term with term date set, and summer term with term dates. Now, the big change is all you need to do now is add the sessions to the term, say which pupil groups are included, and then set the schedule. You don't have to go in and click the calendar loads of times. You don't have to choose which dates apply to which groups. It does all that for you automatically. So let's take you through it. I'm going to start setting up my 25-26. It's completely empty at the moment. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to add an autumn term. I'm going to say when it starts. So it's going to start on the 1st of September. You'll notice that it doesn't allow you to pick before or after the academic year. So it's clever. So I'm going to start on the 1st of September, and this term is going to go all the way up to, let's go with 12th of December. Now, if you're a school that does Saturday and you need attendance on Saturdays, for example, you can include those in your attendance, or Sundays. Or if you wanted to, you could do them as a completely separate, like attendance term or whatever, if you wanted to. In my case here, I'm going to leave. In fact, I'm going to have a big percent of my Saturday school, so I'm going to include those. Now, I'm also got the option of excluding certain dates. So Monday, maybe that's an inset day. Maybe I don't know. There's a school closure for some reason, or school holidays in the at the end of October. Sorry. So I'm going to go and I'm going to start getting rid of the. If we go to October 21st, let's go to 22nd, 23rd. 24th, 25th. Right, so I've got my inset days, I've got my holiday days, my half term basically, any bank holidays, all those kind of things you can put in there. So I'm going to save that. That's that term set up. Now what I need to do is add the attendance linked to that term. So I go to add attendance set. So I'm going to do my nursery one first. Doesn't matter really what order you put these in. I'm going to put the nursery. You'll see I can't click the set schedule because I need a pupil group and session attached to it. So the sessions are the kind of typically it's afternoon and morning and afternoon, but you can add things like your lessons in, or if you've got a period where you do club and you want to do that through attendance rather than through the dismissal part, entirely up to you. But typically you're going to have a morning and an afternoon. So I'm going to go morning. And you could call it AM if you want, and that the type is a morning register, which makes it one of the kind of statutory morning ones. And then I'm going to do a new session. This one's going to be from 12:30 in the afternoon until 1 o'clock. And this is going to be the afternoon, and it's the obligatory afternoon register. Okay, so I hit save. So I've got my morning and afternoon in there. So I close that. So I'm going to go add change people groups. This is nursery, so I'm just going to check the nursery one here. You might have a pre-reception or whatever. You can have them split out. In this case, I've just got one nursery class for this academic year. So I'm going to hit save. And you can see now I've got two sessions and one pupil group. It flags to say that there's some changes that need to be updated in the schedule. So every time you changed one of the sessions or a pupil group or the term dates, this message will show to say that you need to run this, basically this attendance schedule part here. So I'm going to add one more in. So I'm going to do main school. I'm going to save that. I'm going to add the sessions. So I need a morning session. So the main school has slightly different timings. So they do maybe 8:15, and one closes at 8:45. So it's slightly different to the nursery. So this is their morning. The morning register. So I'm going to save that one, and then I'm going to do the afternoon, which for them is 1 o'clock, and it closes at 1:20, for example. Okay, and that's the afternoon register. Okay, so that's set up, all ready to go. And then the pupil groups. So the main school, I'm not going to click through all of them, but you get the idea. So I can just click through whichever forms it is. I'm just going to stop year 4, right? Okay, and hit save. So I've now got my nursery set up. I can see how many sessions are attached and how many forms. So you can just visually see, does it look roughly correct? Main school, I've got 2 sessions and 15 forms. So now it's just a case of clicking update to create the schedule. It can take a few seconds, kind of up to a minute or so, depending on how many forms and the length of the terms and stuff like that. But if I click on this one, this will be slightly longer. It goes away, creates all the schedule, adds all the forms in, and make sure it's all tickety-boo. And once that's done, you'll see that that little red message should update to show that it's now been updated. You'll see it's disappeared to say that any changes now have been made. If I now add a different pupil group in, so if I wanted to add the year 5 and 6 in, because I missed them off before, you can see because it's changed, I need to click the update schedule. So it kind of prompts you to say you need to do it. And that is it. That's your entire attendance period set up, ready to go. And it's dead easy to keep on top of.